Okay, folks, I'm at the intersection of Texas 71 and 281, just outside of Marble Falls. The milkweed is profuse here. As you can see, there's plenty of nectar. There's a lot of milkweed plants. There's some single stalk milkweed coming out by itself, demonstrating more recovery this year. Here's a single stalk milkweed. See, well, next year when that particular milkweed comes back, it will have probably 2 stalks. So see, you have milkweed here that has multiple stalks, which of course started recovering last year. Here's an example of that. And then, you know, you have the milkweeds that are just now coming back this season. I haven't monitored this site before, although we've got the pods already available here on these. Just a beautiful stand of Texas wildflowers. This is just exemplary of, there's 1,000 places like this. There's maybe 5,000 places like this. We have millions of acres in Texas like this. This is May 3rd. Not only to supply the monarchs. Look at this one over here. Look at this stand of milkweed right here, folks. There must be 20 or 30 just right here. This is all, of course, antelope horn. Now, again, this milkweed hasn't been touched by cats that I'm seeing, caterpillars or larvae, milkweed larvae. So, you know, there's some speculation involved here that this milkweed is probably going to be used. There's another generation, or probably the second generation may be using this milkweed. I'm not sure how all that's going to work, but I'm going to monitor this site and see if it gets used. Folks, if this milkweed does not get used, this is an open site. This is like right in the flyway for the migration north as well as south. If this milkweed doesn't get used, there's a ladybug on that one. We could maybe come to the conclusion that, you know, we just really don't need more milkweed on the Texas landscape to feed larvae. There's probably, I would guess here, I don't know, probably 1,000 milkweed just in this little triangular area at this intersection. I'm not even looking at the other triangular areas. There's, you know, maybe 5,000 milkweed within a couple hundred yards of me, and plenty of nectar. So this is kind of a demonstration as to what's going on as far as the recovery of existing milkweed that's existed for years, that of course was knocked back because of the 5-year drought, that's re-emerging, as milkweed has for thousands of years. These same plants, God knows how old they are, but they're back. And there's going to be more next year because the population is going to grow in Mexico. And if this milkweed's not used this year, it'll be used next, because the multiplication of the population in Mexico is going to require that. And we've, of course, you can see we've got, this is all around this intersection. As far as you can see, there's wildflowers. which of course have the milkweed mixed in. Let's just keep walking around here a little bit. This is the largest garden in the world, folks. The Texas roadwise. This is, you know, estimates for well over 1 million acres, and of course probably one of the largest, if not the largest, flyway garden. Of course, this whole entire state of Texas is probably the largest garden for monarchs, just along roadsides. Just along roadsides. Now this isn't counting the milkweed, of course. We're promoting that people plant in their yards in case there is another drought, because see, if there is another drought, the milkweed planted in yards can help supplement the migration, because of course we all know that monarchs will find the milkweed. There you go. It's a beautiful little, I think that's a spangled butterfly, maybe Mexican spangled, or I'm not sure. It's spangled something. I can't keep track of all of them. Pretty much of a monarchy affectionado, so I don't know about all the rest of them as well as I do about the monarchs. But you see, this is your example for those of you who aren't in Texas as to what we're seeing here from a recovery standpoint. Of course, what we're promoting and we're going to promote is the insurance policy in case we have another drought extending for years. We're going to encourage people to plant a number of milkweeds in their yards where they can water it by hand to help in the migration both in the spring and the fall, the pre-migration generation, to keep those numbers in the migration up. So I'm going to get out of this video right now. I maybe have something for you in the future, but it's Craig the Butterfly Man.